Now I know what you're thinking just from seeing the title. Oh, this must just be a Snyder fanboy that can't move on.
Just let it go.
Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. As someone who is a huge fan of both James Gunn and Zack Snyder's work, I am extremely excited at what the DCU has to offer. So now where on earth does this theory come from? It begins with Creature Commandos. The series has done a fantastic job at really making the DC world feel lived in, with appearances from many different supporting characters and locations, which just adds to the already great world building. Episode 6, Prietel Skelet, explores Dr. Phosphorus' backstory, including his origin, which incorporates crime boss Rupert Thorne, borrowing elements from the comic Phosphorus first appeared in. After taking over the mob, he enjoys a brief period living a life of luxury, until he's thwarted by Batman. Now, just judging by his appearance, we definitely know this isn't Robert Pattinson, despite rumors online that Gunn wants to incorporate Matt Reed's world into the DCU, which he has since said he ultimately decided against it.
I've contemplated it. Yeah, You gotta contemplate everything, John. It's like, we gotta talk about everything. Like, it just means
Right.
like, and then see, like, you can't. These questions you can't answer because people are too,
Right.
What's fascinating is that it is explicitly stated that upon being caught, Dr. Phosphorus spent 15 years in Bel Rev before being recruited into the Creature Commandos. So already that means this Batman has been in action for a long time. So how can it be Ben Affleck? Just judging from the silhouette, this Batman is an absolute unit, much like Affleck was. Also important to note, the cowl has shorter ears and a utility belt much like the DCEU version. The DCU has already borrowed lots of elements from the previous iteration of the franchise, with The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker being canon. So does that mean Bloodsport put David Corenswet's Superman in the ICU? With the Suicide Squad canon, that means elements of the first Suicide Squad film are canon as well, especially with the castings of certain characters like Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag, who's expected to be in Peacemaker Season 2 coming this August. In the first Suicide Squad, Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne is shown to have a business relationship of some sort with Amanda Waller. Gunn also confirmed some of the cast from the DCEU would carry over, with the Flash acting as a reset to usher in the new DCU, much like Flashpoint did for the DC Comics universe. Now here's where things get even more interesting. James Gunn has previously said, "We're working with Ben Affleck, who's been a part of our team trying to bring things together, and he really wants to direct one of our projects. We're excited for him to do that." Since taking over as CEO of DC Studios, Gunn has been very careful not to announce anything until it's a sure thing, also being very transparent with fans online. However, Affleck later responded, "I would not direct something for the Gunn DC. Absolutely not. I have nothing against James Gunn. Nice guy, sure he's going to do a great job. I just wouldn't want to go in and direct in the way they're doing that. I'm not interested in that." Now the thing to highlight here is that he said he didn't want to direct, but he didn't say anything about not wanting to be Batman again. Affleck has even gone on record recently expressing how much he enjoyed playing Batman again in the Snyder Cut reshoots and The Flash, saying he's open to continuing in the role. He even participated in reshoots implementing Batman into Aquaman 2, but it was ultimately cut after the film went through extensive changes in the editing room. My theory gets even crazier here. James Gunn mentioned that every project in the DCU would be based on or influenced by certain comic runs. For The Brave and the Bold, Gunn specifically said Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin run would be the basis. Fascinatingly, in the comic, Bruce Wayne is not the Batman mentoring Damian Wayne, it's actually Dick Grayson. I believe James Gunn will retcon Affleck's Fallen Robin as Jason Todd instead of Dick as Zack Snyder originally intended. I'd honestly even be okay with Jared Leto returning as the Joker too, while he's had some interesting roles that have had the audience turn on him in a way.
It's Morbin time.
He's still an excellent Academy Award-winning actor. The Snyder Cut proved he could be a solid Joker with better writing. While Zack Snyder thankfully got rid of his dumb tattoos, I think a complete comic-accurate makeover is in order. So if Grayson is Batman, then that means something must have happened to Bruce. The Flash originally had a post-credit scene featuring Affleck reaching out to Barry in an urgent message while displaced in another timeline, much like the comic The Return of Bruce Wayne. It had Batman transported in a different time, which led to Dick Grayson taking on the mantle. The Dark Vision Cersei shows Waller in Creature Commandos features Batman, but his cowl is noticeably different, looking more like Morrison's Batman than the one we see in the Phosphorus flashback. The DCU has opened a vast world full of opportunity that feels straight out of a comic book in the best way. Creature Commandos was a fantastic start, and with Superman on the horizon, we have a bright future with lots to look forward to. While I wasn't crazy about the killing, Ben Affleck's Batman is easily one of my favorite portrayals that I feel never got his due. Giving him another opportunity in the DCU would be awesome, and he works very well as a more seasoned Batman who now has Damian under his wing as Robin. I can't wait to see what's next in the DCU.
Not this time. Maybe some other time. Yeah.